Hello, hello. Welcome back to the 2022 edition of Avue Games League of Legends edition. I'm the telecaster for today, Doom Derp, also known as J-Man.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, okay, I have no idea what to talk about bans. Like, knowing them, they don't ban the meta picks, they just ban what I already want to ban.
You're lost. I get it.
So far, red side, they've double banned 80 carries, so they're obviously trying to limit what Ivan can do, Gilgamesh, as on the roll.
Who questions my ability?
There's always another way.
So Wukong ban, that's the first meta ban I would say that's taken off the board. Wukong right now is an extremely strong jungler. Taking off the board will definitely allow blue side to have a much more versatile team comp in the sense that they don't have to be afraid of their AD carries being rushed. Whereas red side, they have gone on with the bot side ban one more. Two AD carries and one support banned out. Heavily limiting what Ivan can do in the bot lane. First pick, Jarvan. So this is an interesting pick. I would assume it's going to go into the jungle. Really strong team fighting, but early game will definitely be more susceptible to ganks, or invades rather. Especially if red side they decide to go for something aggressive like the Lee Sin or the Viego. I do see the Jarvan suffering a bit in the early game if they are unable to protect him, so to speak, or if red side can get a really good vision on his jungle pathing. Interesting pick as well from red side, blind picking the Jhin, but the Poppy in their hand, it's the most obvious Jarvan counter. As long as the Poppy has a W up in team fights, the Jarvan cannot just engage easily. He would have to wait until the Poppy W times out, which gives the Jhin a lot more mobility or time to kite out the Jarvan's range. But again, it does run the risk if the Poppy is not near Jhin. Jarvan can use the EQ combo and ult the Jhin easily, as Jhin has no mobility. So we're looking at blue side now, definitely a CC heavy comp. I would say press R to win so far, with a lot of good engages with the Jarvan and Ashe. We're looking to see what Shandu will be picking in the third pick. Ahri locked in, very strong in the meta right now, but leaving the Lissandra open may leave red side to pick the Lissandra as a counter to Ahri. But we'll see how it goes because, again, we're not exactly the most meta-savvy teams. Oh, it is the Kalista locked in, so we're looking at a double marksman comp here. Kalista solo lane did used to be a thing, but being season 12 or season 12 now, yeah. I don't see it going back to top lane again. It's gonna be really easily countered. A lot of top lane champs right now can counter Kalista. Kalista has been nerfed quite a bit, but putting the Jhin in a solo lane, especially in the mid lane where I'm assuming it could go as well, the Ahri will have a lot of chances to jump on him. Interesting clip ban. This is a targeted ban at Sean Dude. The Nautilus banned away as well to perhaps protect the Ashe, as Ashe does not have mobility as well, the same problem Jhin faces. So far, quite a lot of supports have been locked out of the table with the Nami and the Nautilus gone. However, red side can flex the Poppy into support, so would blue side have fallen into the bait and ban the support unnecessarily?
You wouldn't last a day.
Kaisa taken away. That's another one of Ivan's key champions. 3 marksmen taken away from Iron's champion pool. We're going to the last ban of the match, and who would blue side decide to ban?
Hey, never pick a fight.
That is the set taken away, so that removes the chances of a set flex. So Poppy now is pretty sure locked in, unless they do want to switch it up a bit. We'll see what Red Sox is a pick. They do currently lack a mid laner, I would assume. That's the Pantheon, and another flex pick on the side of Red team. So Red side here, they're really going on flex heavy picks with a lot of champions, I could say, being flexed on these 2 roles. But that's the Ornn locked in for blue side, so the Jarvan is pretty much confirmed going into the jungle, unless we see an off-meta Jarvan support pick or an Ornn support. However, I do think the Ornn top and the Jarvan jungle is more likely. Last pick though for blue side will determine what team comp will look like. That's the Cassiopeia. Interesting. So blue side as well, especially in the bot side, they have flexes in the support because we've seen in the past Jarvan and Cassiopeias could be supports as well. So they do have the flex pick there in terms of support, but then that's the Mordekaiser locked in. So we'll see how they shift it up. But then I do expect now the blue side comp, they have a really strong engaged team comp. And that's the wait, what? What the fuck? Bans. We're just gonna speed run. We had a technical difficulty.
Wait, what?
Wait, different pick and ban?
Entirely new pick and ban.
Okay, no idea what happened there, but Skarner and the Feeder's now banned. Now Zig's banned.
Oh
This
no,
is
they're banning
only-
randomly. They're banning randomly.
Oh right, okay, they're speed running it. Well, that throws all the analysis off the tables. This is just random banning. What? What? I mean, different picks and bans, I guess. So yeah, completely different bans now, I guess. So scrap everything I said in the last game. So now it's Ornn and Mordekaiser locked in for blue side, and Silas and Poppy locked in for red. But they do go back for the Jarvan pick on the left side, so left side is still a pretty engaged heavy comp. Whereas right side, aside from the Silas, they've mostly got the same draft if they lock in the Pantheon. So I would see what red side would do, I guess. But against the Ornn, we would expect if the pick and bans were to be different, they would go for something like Braum or the Yasuo. But we'll see now. The Braum is banned out. Okay, that is interesting because Braum is the counter to Ornn, but they've banned it themselves. And that's the Echo banned away to a targeted ban against Zephyr.
Ah, come on. What's the worst?
That's a Jinx banned out, so again a very marksman heavy ban phase. The Zac is banned out as well, but then yeah, red side comp aside from the Silas has been mostly the same, and then same for blue side aside from the Mordekaiser. So it will be the Ashe, Ahri, Jarvan, Mordekaiser, and Ornn. Super engaged heavy team comp. I do see a chance where they do get the perfect team fight. However, with the Ashe as an AD carry, they do lack a bit of DPS as compared to perhaps the Jhin and Kalista combo. But the lack of mobility on the side of Red's team would serve as a bit of a danger, as blue side has a lot of good engage opportunities. The only counter to Jarvan engage, I would say, would be the Poppy W. So to protect the AD carry, the Poppy would have to stick really close to him in team fights and time the W perfectly. Otherwise, I would say it's just a Jarvan press R Cataclysm instant team fight win. Although now we do have the picks and bans confirmed, we're loading onto the Rift. It does seem like we have a finance team comp with the Mordekaiser going top, Jarvan jungle, Ornn as a support, Ashe as AD carry, and Ahri in the mid lane. Whereas on the red team, it will most likely be the Pantheon jungle or the Poppy jungle, and the Kalista will most probably be a solo lane in the top lane, I would say. So really interesting drafts from both sides. Different dynamics altogether, when red side want to play out a drawn out team fight, whereas blue side, they want to have an all-out engage and try to burst down the main carries of the red side as fast as possible. So we'll be right back.
Set this anywhere. The woman killer. Okay.
My superhero? My superhero?
Okay, my guy.
Super idol! My superhero! Inshallah! Inshallah!
Okay.
Yep.
Wait,
Oh.
you're actually insane.
My
Wait,
God.
you're actually crazy. You're
Oh.
actually crazy.
Okay. Okay. That's your
Way
moment.
more than I thought he would be. And there's actually a solo kill on the top side. And actually he's turning it around. He's turning it 1v3. He's turning it 1v3. Actually, an impressive play from Harry. So all around, just a huge win from everybody on the side of Team ELB.
Okay. Oh!
One A. B, sorry.
Oh, but he does get D, and that's a massive pick. Does he get more? He gets two! Stuck in the corner. Gilgamesh out of nowhere being the hero of this round.
Hello. Low, here low. Nice! Oh my.
One enemy remaining. My ult's ready.
Carl's behind you.
Alright, and we're loaded onto the Rift for game 1 of Avue Games 2022 League of Legends. Right now, the screen does appear to be a bit frozen for me. We have Team Blue versus Team Red because I can't remember team names. So we are in the laning phase right now. Yeah. Edwin, can you try pressing O? Yeah, thanks. So right now we have an interesting laning phase. Could you also drag like the champions to correspond their lanes? So like Mordekaiser to top lane, Orange to support. In the scoreboard. Yep. Yep, that's right for blue team. I mean for red team. Blue team, are we to mid? Yep. No, Orange down to support. Orange support. Yep, cool. Thanks. Oh wait, no, it's Orange AD carry. Okay, yeah. So, yep. Alright. So we've loaded back into an interesting draft. It's Ornn and Ashe in the bot lane with Ashe as support. Hold that thought though, there's a gank in the top lane. Sean might be in trouble. Charles with a good knock into the wall, but didn't get the stun. Shove the shield, but I don't think he lives this. Flash is available, Flash is hit. Charles misses the Q and Sean lives. That was about to be the perfect gank. Although the stun did miss in the beginning, they almost got the first blood onto the Mordekaiser, but the Q did unfortunately miss, so the Mordekaiser lives, but the Flash is burned on the Poppy and the Mordekaiser. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, the wave is pushing towards blue team. Ivan does have a 3 CS lead so far. Oh, the Jarvan with the gank in the mid lane, that's a knockup, but then Ari is too low to follow. This is just for the poking, but then he's overcommitting. The first blood goes to the Kalista. That could be a double kill. Oh, the corrupting potion takes, but the Q lands, and that's a double kill to Jonas in the mid lane. The gank was a bit rushed, I would say. Ari had no mana nor health to fall out to the gank, but then they both decided to commit right as they both went low, and then Jonas just gets a free double kill. Only burns the Flash, whereas both sums are burned on the side of Ari. Huge early game start for Jonas. But again though, Kalista being, I would say, strongest in the mid game, once they get to the late game, they still have to be wary of blue side's team comp, especially with all the engage they have. So Kalista is not the most mobile of AD carries, so still very susceptible to the CC chain, but we'll have to see. But so far, it's definitely a good start for Jonas. A serrated Dirk at 5 minutes. Huge lead in the early game. 1k gold up for Team Red. The flash stun though from Alex onto Ebonine. And Henry gets killed, but in the top side as well. Silas is getting caught out. Does he live the Q? And he gets the counter kill on Mordekaiser. He tanked just one too many tower shots. Does he go back in though? He has a Kingslayer. He is playing with fire and he does go back in. The Kingslayer Q should be enough. The Poppy's here to gang though. This should be an easy kill on the Jarvan. The stun lands, everything lands, and that's the Jarvan dead. 5-0 start from the side of Team Red. 3k gold lead up. In the mid lane, look at that damage. 2 levels up Jonas. Just bullying this Ahri. Does he want to go for a dive? That's a dive on the tower. Flawless execution. Killing spree for the Kalista. He played that exceptionally well. The Q auto and the Ren stack. Instantly executing the Ahri. Taj once again low on the top side, but again Silas in the early game healed. The Kingslayer does heal quite a bit, but he does have to go back to get a reset. This is so far a catastrophic start on the side of blue team. 6 kills down, 7 minutes in. Only saving grace now is Ivan on the Ornn. They do have a 10 CS advantage in bot lane. However, in the mid lane though, Jonas has doubled Ahri CS. Good knock on the 2 by Ivan. This could be the kill. The stun of the Ashe. They don't have follow up, and the Jhin gets away without having burned a single sum. That's the problem with their bot side right now. They have the utility, but they just don't have the damage. Kalista now going back for the recall. The Vampiric Scepter has now been purchased. That's even more sustained now in the mid lane. Boots complete as well to ease of the dodging of Ahri's spells. The thing about Ahri is, if you don't land your Charmer on Kalista, the Kalista right now will kill you in an instant. About 30 CS up in the mid lane right now, 10 CS up in the top lane. Quite a sizable lead right now for the red team. Oh, they thought they're pathing up. Alex might look for the play. That's a stun. That's a stun on the Ashe. This might be the 7th kill. Charles gets another kill onto the Ashe. Ivan now in trouble. He's stunned to the wall. The Ornn ultimate does not get a second charge. The dunk on the Jhin. Jhin is down. This could be good for the blue team. Ahri gets one. Jarvan gets one. It's 2 for 2 so far. Just hold that thought. Jonas executes Ahri. Jonas gets a triple. 6 kills 8 minutes into the game. Jonas on his Kalista now is huge. That was a sloppy team fight to start off in the bot side river, but then it ended up in the favor of red team. Jonas getting a triple from that. But we did see a glimpse of hope from blue team. We looked at the engage that they had, the Jarvan, the Ornn, the Ashe, the Ahri. If they can lock the Kalista down in the team fights in the mid game, they do still stand a chance of winning this. But so far, this Kalista is miles ahead, completing the first item, Eclipse in inventory. 6 kills up, 650 kill bounty. Doubled the CS of the enemy mid laner. Jonas and his Kalista are absolutely on fire. Hold that thought though, that's the 1v1 in the top lane. The Mordekaiser is trapped in the Death Realm. Although the Sidus has stolen the ulti. Does he want to fight this though? The kick's there, here's a good chunk. Sean misses the Q. This could be the kill. No, the stun doesn't come in time. But Alex with the snipe and the stun on the Jarvan. This is another 2 kills going over to the red team. An absolute stomp in the early game. 12 kills to 2. Hold on, the action doesn't stop though. Another fight in the bot lane. Ivan the flash knockup. It lands. The exhaust is landed. The pillar. Henry should die here. Ivan is tanking, and that's a kill going on to Ivan. 2 summoners burned though for 1 kill, and then they're unable to get much out of this. At most, they can push in the mini wave and get a turret plating or 2, but so far, red team is just absolutely steamrolling the early game. 4K goal lead now. We've had an incredibly bloody start in game 1 so far. You can see it, especially in the mid lane, the item discrepancy. There's completed boots and the Eclipse against the last chapter, and the corrupting potion. They're just miles ahead of the enemy lanes right now. Charles as well, 3 kills up. Poppy is a Poppy jungler. We've said it already. Poppy is the perfect counter to this team comp where the Jarvan is expected to engage first. Poppy can counter that. So the Poppy being this far ahead just serves to... Oh, that's half of Ahri's health gone already. Jonas is playing this incredibly aggressive. The Rift Tower though will be placed mid lane. All this tower glow will be expected to be given to Jonas to further accelerate his pace. Harry tries again. The arrow flashed on. The dunk onto the Pantheon flashed out as well. The Ornn ultimate does come in though, but then 1 knockout on the Pantheon isn't good enough. Charles into Poppy. Flash from the Ashe. They're fighting this, but Charles is currently alone. 1v3. Ivan jumps on the Jhin. The Jhin is knocked out, but the Pantheon is here. Jarvan is dead. That's 1 for nothing so far. They're fighting again. Mid lane is a solo kill again. That's 2 for nothing. 3 for nothing. Is it gonna be 4? 4 for nothing. Team Red steamrolling. That's another solo kill in mid lane, which you did not get to see. But again, blue team, they had the engage. They made the move first, but red team are just so far ahead that they just instantly turn the fight around, and that's 4 kills to none. Top lane though, another brawl. Sean does have the health advantage, but the size of the Kingslayer without any healing reduction. Can he win this? No. The fight is drawn out. Silas gets out alive. But the first dragon, Hextech Dragon, does go over to the red team. 7k goal lead now at 12 minutes. This is, without a doubt, a humongous lead. Hold that though, Sean lands the E. Pull back, but no follow-up for a follow-up. $108 CS on the Kalista, 7 kills up. Once the next reset comes in, we do expect the Kalista to have a lot of gold in the pocket right now. Again, we have to come back and question the draft. The decision to make Ashley support instead of the Ornn. Because as you saw just now, they landed a lot of CCs perfectly. Ivy with the knockup, John with the dunk, but then there's just not enough DPS on the side of blue team. Especially now, with the blue team so far behind in items. That's the Muramana completed for Jonas and Kalista as well, on top of the cloak. And then we look at Ari. She hasn't even finished the last chapter yet. I mean, sorry, the Luden's Echo. Tasho misses the second part of the E. Sean does like to fight this, but the Poppy is here. Do they dive this? No. They do pull out. They want to play it safe, play it slow. Push the wave in, and then they might go for dive then. Ari now roaming into the top side, trying to do a counter gank. But it is heavily warded right now in the red team, as you can see in the minimap. Oh, just 1 second off the queue to stop the recall. 14 minutes in, turret platings has fallen. And now the unleashed teleports have been... The teleports have been unleashed, rather. However, looking at summoner spells, red team definitely has a teleport advantage, with blue team having Sean teleport halfway off cooldown, and Ivan just recently using his. So if we were to fight over the next dragon, which is, I'm assuming, happening in the next 2 or 3 minutes, the red team would have the summoner's advantage. 7k gold lead up right now. Are they looking for the fight? Jonas! The arrow lands, but that does so much damage. Legendary. 8 kills to the Kalista. They're not done yet. They're looking for Ivan. Ivan is very tanky though. Do they commit for this? No. They're going to shove the wave in. Ari roaming down to the bot side though, so they do need to make sure they don't overcommit. Otherwise, they might get caught out. 700 gold bounty on Jonas right now. A shutdown on him would be huge, especially if it goes over to the Ari. Ari's now here. Red team is backing off, as they should. The charm misses. Yep, they'll just be further pressuring the bot side, clearing the waves. They might be looking for tower or just to stick in the bot lane prior to set up for the dragon. $17 kills to 3, 8,000 gold lead. Right now, for blue team to come back to this one, they really do need the Mordekaiser and the Ari to get a bit more resources, get the items up. Then they might be able to find a miraculous team fight. But as of now, with their damage output compared to the red teams, red team has this in the driver's seat. It is their game to lose right now. So right now we've gone to be a more peaceful period of farming. They just want to get the gold up, especially for blue team is important. Dragon's coming up in a minute. So Alex is clearing Richard down the bot side, while Jonas he's a beast right now, just getting the prio alone in the bot lane. So Alex is caught out though. It's 3v1. He has his flash. He flashes the or knockup. Perfect timing. The tempo comes down from Silas though. They want to fight this. Ash Arrow connects, but there's no further follow-up. It's 4v4 in the bot lane. Ari is coming in from the base. That's a stun. That's a Silas steal. That's a Poppy out on Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser out of the fight, but Jarvan goes down first. Ash goes down for the double kill to Silas. Hansen falls though, but that's just 2 for 1 so far. 3 for 1. The Ornn is dead too. What damage do they have left? Mordekaiser locks the Silas in. They're gonna look for 1v1 in death round, but Silas is kiting the Mordekaiser out. The Kingslayer heals Silas back up. Mordekaiser has to flash away the no further follow-up. 3 for 1 overall in favor of the red team. And now they get to secure the Inferno Dragon. This is the second dragon in 17 minutes. 8k gold up, 20 kills to 4. Absolutely in the driver's seat. Jonas 9-0-1. The top jungler and mid lane of red team deathless right now. Charles and Poppy though, looking for the invade. They did receive information that Jarvan's on blue, and the blue is just smote away. Harry got a bit careless there, taking the blue on top of a trinket ward. Or a farsight ward rather. This game is just slipping away by the minute from the hands of blue team. Charles though, they can't look for a dive. The stun does not connect on the tower. He misses the tower. Jonas with the damage though, misses the Q. But this could be a follow-up dive, but Ari is here. If the charm lands, this could be a kill on the Charles. That would be a big shutdown. But Jonas, with the Fates called, saves Charles, gets another kill in the process. 4-0-6 for the Poppy. That must be so crushing for blue team, but hold on. Alex though, he goes in and Ari, he tower dives. There's no further follow-up, so not sure what's the call there, but then Alex gives up his life to Ari. He must have assumed that Jonas would be there for the follow-up, but Jonas is still clearing the wave, so he wasn't very good at it. Hold that thought, Taj with the solo kill the Sidos on the Ashe. Now he's going for the Ivan. Orndo is quite tanky now. He's fighting this, the Jin root lands. This should be another kill going into red side. And it's not given to the Jin. Side is 5-0-4. 23 kills to 5. Almost a 10,000 goal lead now. Jonas about 70 CS up. And that should be the second outer tower falling on the favor of red team. 10k goal lead up now. A bit of friendly banter in the chat. Sylvia though, does she want to look for the play? Taj is hungry, Taj is looking for it. No, clears the cannon minion. 3 items now completed on the side of Jonas. 19 minutes in. This Kalista is beyond fed. Shaw not having a good time at top lane either. Right now, if you see the itemization on blue team, they just don't have much damage. The best bet they can count on would be the Mordekaiser and the Ari, but hold that thought, the Mordekaiser is deleted. However, the rest of blue team is here though. Ornaz the out. Ari misses the shot, but Ashe Air connects. The shutdown goes to the Ashe, but then... Oh no, Alex ults in. He's going to deliver another kill. That's going to be 2 free kills to the side of blue team. Charles is here on Poppy though. The ult whiffs. The charm lands. The charm does land. The charm is good. That's another kill going over to the blue team. And crucially onto Ari, but the shutdown go just now. The huge bounty was claimed by the Ashe. Not the best person you give it to, but hold that thought. Taj is here with this Ashe ultimate. Stun lands on the Ivan. Do they commit? Do they fight this 2v3? They are very strong right now. Everfrost lands on the Ashe. Taj ults in. He gets a kill on the Ashe, but the Jarvan dumps it. It's a 1v3 now. 1v4 rather. Jarvan flash, Taj flashes, shut down. 800 gold to the Jarvan. So really sloppy fight there. I feel like red team overcommitted this. They did not have to fight that hard. There's no objectives on the map. They have the map control anyway. So there was no point of them fighting that fight, I felt like. However, blue team, aside from the shutdown, they don't get much out of this either, as Henry is back to defend the tower. Hold on, Charles though, he wants to look for a play. The stun does not connect. Sean locked up the Poppy in the Death Realm. Charm lands in the Kalista. Could this be the follow-up? Curtain's call. The stun is not land again, but Alex is there to stun. That's 3 kills down. Red team back on board. One sloppy fight after. They get a clean fight. 3-0. 5-0-8, then 1-2. They have a Kalista. This could be the Baron. Hold that thought though. The Kalista is not with them in this Baron setup. I feel like this is not quite smart of a call. They should have the Kalista there with them. But Jarvan, however, is on the bot side of the map, completely opposite side. There's no contest on this Baron. This might just be a free Baron. 22 minutes in. It is secured. 13k gold up. 22.5 minutes in. An absolute stomp of a game thus far. No outer towers left standing on the side of Team Blue. The third dragon. This would be for Soul Point. Charm lands on Charles. A kill on Charles right now would be important, but Fate's Call brings him back in. The Ash Arrow misses. The Ornn ult is used. That's two key ultimates on the side of blue team used, and that's a knockout from Poppy. Ornn is dead. This would be Soul Point. Soul Point now on the side of red team. They're accelerating the game at a inhuman speed. 6 more minutes on board, pre 30 minutes. They would try to look for a soul. They might even push for more right now with the Ornn dead. Ultimate's down on the Ash. Ornn dead. Mordekaiser and Jarvan left. Ahri with the ult. Can she do much? No. 1 Q, and that's Ahri is almost dead. The Ash Arrow lands on the side as E lands. This could just be game. Everyone is falling like flies inside of blue team. Does red team go for the end? 25 seconds to Ahri, 23 seconds to the Ash. Ornn left defending. Mordekaiser is still recalling from top lane. They're pushing for Nexus Tower. They're pushing. Ornn is stunned. Ornn is killed. Ornn is gone. Nexus Tower 1 is falling. Nexus Tower 2 is falling. The Nexus is wide open. It's Sean against the world. And they do it. Hit the Nexus. Sean is dead. No, he cannot. And in 24 minutes, red team will close out the game after a few more kills. A one-sided stomp from start to finish. 14k gold up at the end. Not a single chance of comeback for the blue team. 14-1-4 for Jonas and Kalista. Absolutely the MVP of today's match.
Hello, Jonas.
Hello? What?
We interview you.
Okay.
Adao, we're gonna start? Oh, we're starting already. Oh, congratulations, Jonas, on winning. Your Callista was amazing. What do you think? What do you think was the pick on the Callista? Because to me, at first glance, it was a pretty weird pick. What do you think? So, what was going on in your mind when you picked Callista?
Big, good champ. The off meta, but pretty strong in lane. It's been consistent for the past 3 seasons. Even though not a lot of people play it. Her build, the lethality build on Callista, proves that she does a lot of damage.
So you would say you're in love with Callista. Callista
Yeah.
mid.
I basically enjoy playing her as well.
Well, we can surely see it from the games you've played. That double kill, though, was definitely the start of the snowball. What do you think? Was that when after that double kill? Do you have any like feelings on? What are they actually doing? What was your feelings after that double kill?
I just think I got lucky because Jarvan missed his EQ on me. Yeah, and then they were fighting in my minions. There was some minion wave on my side, so they just died. That was more like a mistake by them. Yeah,
Which led to a pretty big snowball.
yeah.
That was really, really well played. Besides your MVP Callista, what do you think? Who do you think is the second best player in your team?
I think everyone did equally well. Legit, like um, each of them contributed evenly. I think we all contributed evenly. If I didn't have a front line like Charles, Taj, or uh, Alex, then my damage would be absolutely useless because I don't have much utility. And also, Henry did a lot of damage as well while providing utility. So yeah, everyone did really well on my team.
Well, it's good to see your whole team banding together, and it's good to see all your pre-game planning worked out for you at the end. Thank you, Jonas, and congratulations for you on winning game 1. Well,
Thank you.
what do you have to say
Thank you,
for
Avue.
game 2? What do you have to say for game 2?
Looking forward to it and just everyone have fun. Yeah, about
Well,
it.
we'll definitely look forward to game 2 also. All right, we're passing back on to the desk, and we'll wait for game 2. Thank you.
Ah, come on.
Right, so we're back.
What's the worst that could
Team
happen?
JAV remaining on the blue side of Team KNK remaining on the red. We're seeing similar balance as game 1 so far, with the Twist of Fate and the Arena taken off the board for Team JAV. And on the side of KNK, they've taken away the Jinx and the Ezreal. Again, target banning Ivan, who was forced an orange duty last game. So Team JAV, they may have to reconsider who to put on. Who to put the tanks on, who to put the carries on, because they seriously lacked damage last game. So now, for Team JAV, the Wukong is banned out as well. Another strong jungler banned out. Kha'Zix banned out, so there's 2 junglers gone inside on the board now. Team JAV, who will they first pick now? Do they take an AD carry now so that Ivan can be the consistent DPS? They're hovering the Ornn again. They're thinking about it. Kled, first pick. Instantly going over to Sean in the top lane. Sean's pocket pick. Now this is an exciting pick and ban. We would expect to see much more action in the top lane now. Sean on his pocket pick. They want to win this. They want to bring it to 1-1. They want to go all 3 in this best of 3. Team KNK though, on the red side, they're locking in Jhin as usual. They're going for the low mobility, high damage AD carry. So we'll see. What would they pick to support the Jhin? Six seconds in, they're not hovering anything yet. Who are they gonna pick? It will be the Malphite locked in. Now Malphite is an interesting pick because arguably he can be flexed in 4 roles. He could be a top lane tank, a jungle attack damage dealer, a mid lane mage, or support. So this leaves a lot of options on the side of Team JAV to see what do they want to pick into the Malphite. They do want to be aware to not pick a 280 heavy comp because Malphite does counter those compositions. It may be the Brando. It is the Lucian locked in. This is an interesting pick so far. I would say a better pick would be to put the Lucian in the bot lane, as they have a lot of 80 damage now, with Kled being an 80 damage leader as well. So if they were to put the Lucian in mid and pick another 80 carry, the Malphite would just have a fun time stacking armor. We will see though, it is still possible that they flex Lucian to mid lane. That's a Janna locked in, so this time around, Team JAV, they're not going for the flex supports, they are locking it in early. Janna locked in. Now you would think it would work with the Lucian, especially the shielding buffs, along with Lucian's new passive. We'll see though. Wait, what? Really? Again? God, like, how many times I had to throw my analysis off the table? God damn!
The analysis is still there. I think he just picked one champion off.
Okay, so far, same pick and bans. Okay, nope, we're just running it back. Echo ulted, no biggie. We do have Touch in the match. He's very good at Echo ulting.
Who questions my ability? They fear me.
Alright, we're once again back to the pick and ban phase. The bans have been done. We do expect to see mostly similar pick and bans after slight technical issue just now. There will be a change though. It will be a Nami first pick this time around. So if it goes the same way again, it will be a Lucian Nami bot lane. We're It's still gonna be Jin and Malphite, so now we should expect to see the Kled and the Lucian locked in. So it's confirmed. What would be Team KNK's third pick to go against this team comp? Because so far, they have a kill lane down bot lane. Jin, without the mobility, can get burst by the Lucian if it lands a whole combo. We're looking. May Jonas go for the Kalista again. The Diana lock-in. Okay, now this is interesting because Team KNK, they're setting up for the perfect Yasuo game right now. The Malphite, the Diana. Would Team JAV see through this and ban out the Yasuo? Because for now, it looks like a perfect wombo combo team comp set up for the Yasuo and Yone right now. We'll see though, what does KNK want to ban out? The Hecarim is banned. So they're going to target ban a jungle now, which makes sense because the top and the bot lane are completely locked in on the side of Team JAV. The Yasuo is banned out. They did see through it. They take the Yasuo away. The Wombo combo is denied. So the smart look there from Team JAV. They did recognize the fact that Yasuo might come out. They have to ban away the Yasuo first. Evelyn again banned out. 3 jungle bans on the side of Team KNK. What jungle does Harry pull out now with about 4 jungles banned and 1 taken Diana? It's 5 gone on the table. I do expect to see the Lee Sin perhaps, or the Viego even, but we'll see because so far it does seem to be a jungle heavy ban. The Rel is banned away, so they think the Malphite is going topside. They are banning the Rel to prevent even more Wombo combo with the Jin. Because the Magnet Storm on top of the Unstoppable Force and the Moonfall would lead to a devastating team fight on the side of KNK. We'll see though, the Malphite still be Flexo support. What do they pick as a 4th pick? And it's the Karma lock-in, so given that this isn't Season 4, I do see the Karma running bot lane with Jin, so Malphite in this case, it's pretty much going to be the top lane and Diana in the jungle. So they do save the counter pick with Jonas again in mid lane. Understandably, because Jonas was the absolute MVP in game 1. So Team JV now dare to think, what are they comfortable blind picking into Jonas? It looks like the Katarina. Katarina is locked in. I am not sure about this pick because they have the Karma, they have the Diana, they have the Malphite. It's not gonna be easy for the Katarina to survive in teamfights and do enough damage to kill off the 80 carries. So really interesting pick coming from Team JAV here. I don't quite like it. I would say I would give the edge so far to Team KNK. And the final pick will be a Volibear, so it's gonna be Volibear jungle with the carry in the mid lane. Not the strongest mid jungle synergy you would see, but so far, team fight wise, Team KNK, they seem to have the upper hand, but they do have to look out. Team JV does have to kill in the bot lane with the Lucian Nami. It is significantly more powerful in the early game than the Jin and Karma. What the fuck?
Says it's anywhere. The woman killer. Okay.
My superhero? My superhero?
Okay, my guy.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
you're actually insane.
My
Wait,
God.
you're actually crazy. You're
Oh.
actually crazy.
Okay. Okay. That's your
Shit,
move.
more than I thought he would be. And there's actually a solo kill on the top side. And actually, he's turning it around. He's turning it 1v3. He's turning it 1v3. Actually, an impressive play from Harry. So all around, just a huge win from everybody on the side of Team ELB.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Oh!
One A. B, sorry.
Oh, but he does get D, and that's a massive pick. Does he get more? He gets 2! Stuck in the corner. Gilgamesh out of nowhere being the hero of this round.
Hello. Low, here low. Nice! Oh my.
One enemy remaining. My ult's ready.
Carl's behind you.
Alright, we're loaded into the rift for game 2 of the best of 3 at Avue Games 2022. KNK 1-up. Now we're loading onto the rift. We've just loaded onto the rift. Edwin, may I get you to rearrange the champions again? Thank you very much. And we do have a pause immediately. So we're waiting for confirmation to find out what the pause is about, but in the meantime, let's talk more about the team compositions. So obviously on the side of Team JAV, their main damage source would be the Katarina and the Lucian in team fights. However, I would say the Katarina pick is a bit questionable given the amount of CC that Team KNK has. On the other hand, the Lucian though, we do expect a lot of burst damage or burst potential coming from the Lucian Nami lane in the early to mid game. So Jin and Karma will have to play around it carefully because they are squishy champions, especially with Jin in the early game with only the 4 bullets. Once they hit level 6, the Lucian has much more burst potential to take out the Jin and Karma in the 2v2 lane. However, in the team fight, I would still give the edge over to Team KNK because obviously the Diana Malphite combo with the Shyvana ulti. Getting the Shyvana ulti, this is another interesting pick from Jonas coming into game 2. Game 1, after the Kalista mid pick, he has decided to come in game 2 with a Shyvana pick. Now, looking into the matchup, against the Katarina, they're both melee matchup, but the Katarina would have the slight upper hand in the first 3 levels. After that, the Shyvana would be able to just stick onto Katarina and get a lot of damage, especially with the empowered Q and W. In team fights, it's even harder for Katarina to engage on them because now, not only do they have the Malphite and Diana, which their ultimates are on quite a high cooldown, they now have a Shyvana who has a much shorter ult cooldown, as the ult cooldown is based on how fast she can build up a rage bar. So there's 3 instant knockups now that can disrupt the Katarina's ultimate. This makes the Katarina much more challenging to play in team fights, especially in the late game when cooldowns are insanely low. How JAV want to pull this off would be through the Lucian Nami lane, get the bot shove early, get the dragons, rotate a cat down, perhaps get a few picks off, abuse their weaker early game on the side of the Shyvana, Jin, and Karma, and try to snowball from there. Otherwise, in the late game, assuming all are equal, I would give the edge over to Team KNK because the team comp is just much easier to execute, whereas on the side of JAV, you have the Volibear and the Kled as initiators, but they are mainly single target initiators. It would be extremely difficult for them to get anywhere near the Jin, which is their main target right now. With the Karma shooting him, with the Malphite and the Diana disrupting the backline. And even if the Kled and Volibear gets to the Jin, the Malphite and Diana can get to their Lucian just as quickly, if not faster. And if we go equal damage terms, the Diana and the Malphite would have a much higher burst, which could lead to teamfight ending in an instant for a side of Team JAV. Now though we're still in the pause, we're still looking to see what the issue is and how long before we can get back into the game. But so far, we can take a look at items. Jin with the typical boots and 4-pot start, whereas Lucian and Katarina with the longsword starts. So early on, the Jin would be slightly lacking in the damage. However, with the fleet footwork, he will be able to sustain back up slowly but surely. Whereas the Lucian will have to rely on the Nami healing. So bot lane, in terms of trading, I would still favor the Lucian Nami, not just for the burst potential, but for the greater sustain they have because of the Nami healing. Whereas Karma, if she fails to negate the damage early on, there's not a lot of ways for them to regenerate health except for Jin with the fleet footwork, but even then it take much longer than Nami healing cooldown. So we would definitely spotlight the bot lane for the first 10 minutes or so to see what will happen there, as a lot of the early game action may happen in bot lane. Whereas in the jungle, the Volibear might want to exploit Diana's weak early jungle clear as well, and try to get a huge in-wing on early or counter jungle, perhaps even get a kill off the Diana early on, which could heavily snowball the game to accelerate the pacing, which may go in their favor, as the further we go, as you said, the harder it will be for the Katarina to execute in team fights. So there are a lot of possibilities here as to how they want to play it out, and as we say that, we're back on the Rift. Standard positioning on the side of Team KNK. Oh, quick pause, and it's resumed again, but from our screen, it seems that the game is still frozen. Alright, we're back on the Rift. Volibear standing on the top side river right now, trying warding up. Whereas bot side, we have 3 people clumped up together. They both are going for the blue buff start, which is interesting as recently in the recent metas, we've seen junglers mostly go for the red buff start into the blue buff. But both junglers this game have decided to go for a blue buff, unless, hold up, Harry on the Volibear is recalling. So it will be a typical ward blue, switch to trinket, and then go switch to the sweeping ward rather, and then going to the red buff. Apparently not. I take it all back. He's going back to the blue buff, so they are both starting on the blue side. So some early warnings are in place. You can see Team JAV, they have more vision set up on the top side river. Whereas Team KNK thus far, the map is an absolute pitch black. Focus on the mid lane though. Bot lane would definitely be where the kill lane is at so far. It will be the lane that dictates the pace of the game, as mid lane would just be, I would say, a farming fest until the first 4 levels or so. Top lane though, Taj in the Malphite with the arcane comment, he's going for the poke damage. He wants to poke the Clet down, he wants to poke him out. Jonas hitting level 2. Wave crashing into mid wave. Wave crashing into mid tower. He controls it perfectly outside the range though. Sean going for the aggressive trade. Does not commit. So he loses the trade overall because the Q damage along the arcane comet just Malphite. However, we do need to remember Malphite burns a lot of mana early on. If Sean can take advantage of that, he will get the trade advantage in the long run. Meanwhile, Jonas, the level 3 we're talking about, he will go in for these aggressive trades, especially the lethal tempo. Shampo's away. That's the Shyvana that we talked about. The heavy trade potential early on, but the ghost is popped though. He's going back in. The flash from Katarina, the disrespect. The Shyvana has shown her potential in taking these long extended trades, and Katarina disrespecting it, goes back in and ends up paying with her flash. Volibear though, pathing bot, gonna take the Crux, and if bot lane is not careful enough, they might fall to a gank by the Volibear. So far though, just as quickly, Diana's going to top side, but then nothing should happen here. The Clet is relatively mobile. The Nami and Karma poking each other out as expected. Jonas as well is poking out the Katarina. Taj with continuous Q trades. Press Q and leave. Volibear though, he's looking for a gank in bot lane. No, but then Team KNK gives him enough respect. Top lane though, huge trade. Diana's here, flashing with the Voshan. Does he need to flash out of this? He flashes out with this Q, the Crescent. He lives on 1 HP, and the Diana, the tower shot is just barely not enough. Sean gets out, 1 flash or 2. Minor win for Team JAV. Again, just like in game 1, an early dive on the Sean, but it does not result in first blood because, ironically, because of another miscue. Sean will just teleport right back in the lane. Taj low in mana. Really proactive plays coming from Team KNK early on. However, with the information given, Harry's not invading the bot side jungle. Karina going for the trade. The Shampoo is good. The blades are picked up. Jonas. Quite equal trade so far, but then the Volibear is here. Jonas has to go for it. This would be first blood going on to Harry, but it traded back 1 for 1. First blood going to the Volibear. The Ignite tick was enough to take the Karina out, so it's 2 subs for 1. I would say first blood going on to Team JAV, but Jonas in a 2v1 situation has some advantage as well, so not too big of a loss. And Sean goes in though. Can he win this? Conquer is procced. but the Q poke does continue. And the thing about the arcane combo interaction, it will proc even after the Q first lands during the slow. So there's a much bigger window than people may think it is for the arcane combo to proc on the Malphite Q. So far, the goal is pretty even with 100 goal advantage going over to Team JAV, and now it's back to dead even again. Jonas now, though, with the ultimate available, Katarina has to play with much more caution now because a careless ultimate will lead to a lot of knockups from the side of Team KNK. 10 CS up in the mid lane. Jonas, though, not rushing the damage out this time around, going for the tank build. Ionian Brutes of Lucidity and the Magic Cloak, while Zephyr in the top lane, Taj, has the Bramble West already. He is ready to challenge Sean. Hold that thought though, Harry's in the mid lane. Karma has burned his flash, but Harry has used his flash in the mid lane. Exhaust is good. The bubble misses. Karma's shield. Karma gets out. Ivan flashes for it. Nami gets the kill. That's a one trade, but then Jonas in the bot lane. Jonas ults. The dash is cancelled. Nice entrop on the E from Lucian. Jonas gets one back. It's 1-for-1 so far. The volley barrels, that's gonna be the Jin falling down. That's gonna be a 2-for-1 for the side of JAV. The fight extended though. Jonas go for 2-for-2 so far on the bot side. Can he look for 3? Can he look for 3? No, the Karina is here. The fight is extended. The Jonas is out, has timed out. He does not have the knockup anymore. He has to fight the out. This is extremely risky. Can he has it? He has it. Jonas has it. Jonas takes the Karina. That's 4-for-0. That's 5 kills with Jonas. Total win for Jonas again in the early game. 7 minutes in, 5 kills. 100% of Team KNK's kills. Jonas with the huge play, taking the ulti face on. The magic resist cloak. Tanking the carrying the ultimate, taking them down. Jonas comes out. 4 kills in the bot lane. That's 4-for-2. And just like that, Team KNK pulls off the 1,000 goal lead. First dragon going over 8 minutes in. This is looking really bad for Team JAV because the Karen is falling further and further behind now. It's going to be harder and harder for them to play in the late game. Zephyr, though, had a bit of a mistake of an ultimate, I would say, in the bush. Could have gone for a solo kill on Sean, but he ulted the bush instead. Perhaps he saw a Garen in there. But in the meantime, Team KNK, they are looking, they are pushing, they want the series to be over in 2 games. The Lucian though, the Lucian buff I'm talking about, but Charles is right behind them. The ulti is good, it charms too! It's gonna be a kill. The Nami falls, the Lucian falls, no, the Nami still lives. Heavy miscommunication on the side of Team KNK. They did not finish her off. The Nami lives, the Lucian though falls to Henry. And that's double kill going into the Jin. A bit of a sloppy play there in the beginning, but it's still 2-for-0. Charles with a fantastic Dyna ultimate pulls them both back in and sets up Henry for a double kill. Harry though in the mid lane, but Jonas has his ultimate. Does he fight this? Sylvia's ult is cancelled. This is the problem of carrying, we said. Charles is here. They're looking for a counter. Harry is down. That's another kill for Jonas. 6 for Jonas. Do they push on? They are gonna dive this. The Shimpo is good. Charles and Flash. Can he get this? The Q off. 2 seconds. No, no. Sylvia gets this. Charles Towers dives. His Q does not come on cooldown fast enough. 1-for-1 on the mid lane. Both junglers falling to the mid laners. That was not worth it from the side of Charles. He overcommitted, diving 2 towers. Flash, he burned. Flash for Flash, but then in the end he falls. Now Sylvia gets that 1 kill. That might just be what she needs to come back in this game with. However, this is not to be mistaken though. Jonas, 10 minutes in, has his mythic item completed. He has the Frostfire Gauntlet completed. Or is that even a Frostfire Gauntlet? I can't even tell anyone. Yes, it is a Frostfire Gauntlet. 10 minutes in, his mythic item is completed. He has a huge lead without a doubt against 6 of 8 kills in Team KNK. Meanwhile, bot lane. We said that bot lane would be ready. Action is that. The Lucian Nami, they're supposed to be kill lane, but right now, Ivan is far behind 0-2, whereas Henry and the Jin is 2-1, so things are not looking too good right now for Team JAV. Their early mid-game carries are falling apart, and the team fight would just get more difficult from this point out. Oh, Jonas though attacking the tower. Does he want to go for his trade? His ult is back available, but no vision of Harry means he's not going to take the dive. Harry though looking around bot side. Do they want to make a play? He's pathing. He's pathing on the lane up, but the bushes are properly warded for the side of Team KNK. They have vision. They have the knowledge of where he is. Jonas though, he's coming back in. They want to fight this 3v3. But the bubble is good in discouraging it. Jonas will go back to the mid lane. No fight is taken right now. But the Scuttle Crab will be taken from the side of Jonas. Harry will have to end up recalling after helping pushing the wave. But no, he cancels a recall. Does he still want to look for the play? Would KNK disrespect him? Would they push too far forward and get caught? Again though, the recall is being channeled and it's completed this time. No fight to be had in the bot lane. Team KNK, about 2k gold up, about around 3k soon. Dragon's up in a minute. Taj though, he's looking for a mid lane. Does he want to go for the Karina? They can't chain the knockups. No, the Karina notices. The Squire's Bloom gave his position away. She backs off his respect. Jonas now with Charles. Do they want to go for the roam or do they want to go for a dive? The cat sees them early. They're backing off. The Rift Tower will once again be placed in the mid lane. The gold will once again go to Jonas. Sean trying to trade with Taj for the Bramble West and the Steel Caps. Sean does not win this trade. He's just getting pummeled by the Malphite. That's Scar down. Does the Malphite go for the ultimate? He will want to ulti soon enough before Scar comes back up. The Q, is it faster? No! Scar comes back up! Sean, he might go for a solo kill. This might be the solo kill. The W passive is up. Solo kill on the side of the clan. Sean takes one back on the bot side though. They're fighting now. The dragon has spawned. Henry is stunned. Henry, one hit from death. Does Harry get this? No! The Karma Shield! Henry gets the kill back! Charles again! The Moonfall to 2! That's Ivan down, that's Evan down, that's 3 down on the side of Team JAV. Another huge team fight victory for the side of Team KNK. Harry got the stun onto Henry, but then the Karma Shield, the repositioning, the exhaust, they did not have the damage to finish him off, and Sylvia was nowhere near to follow up. Again, a landslide victory on the team fight for the side of Team KNK. Don't mind a solo kill in top lane. They've just pulled another 5,000 goal lead apart and the second dragon of the game. Charles on the Diana. Perfect ultimates thus far this game. Pulling 2 to 3 members in each time. Clean team fighting on the side of Team KNK. 4k gold lead up, almost 5k gold up. It's just looking glimmer and glimmer for Team JV. Three kills now on Henry, 6 on Jonas. The only saving grace now is Sean with that one solo kill in the top lane, but even then, the Malphite would never fall behind to the point of irrelevance. One Malphite ultimate, one good Malphite ultimate will be all it takes to win the fight. As you can see now, Jonas going back to the bot lane. He's been trying to build the Blade of the Rune King. Good root onto Ivan. He has enough tenacity though. There's no further follow-up. That's outburnt on Jonas. But they will look to siege his bot lane. That's another huge E onto Ivan. That's another root connected, but the Karina is here. They should not fight this. Oh no, Karina, does she want to go in? This is a bit dangerous. No, she backs off. Look at that damage though. The Karina was full health when she got here. Charles though, he's back in the bot lane. He has the ultimate. Look at this man's ultimate cooldown. The moment he has it, he uses it in the bot lane. It always results in a fight. Sylvia's going for it. Does she go for it? She's going aggressively. She's positioning aggressively. That's a big chunk of damage. Culling is good. Moonfall into 3! That's 2 kills instantly to Child. Make that 3! 3 kills instantly for the side of Team KNK. Another perfect ultimate. Taking all 3. The flash ultimate in. 2 to Charles, 1 to Henry. 3 for KNK. 6k gold lead up. Sean, though, feeling confident, he's going back for the 1v1, putting a team on his back. He needs to fight this, but no. The armor stats, the Mabi Cinder, the Brambo S, it's too much. The Malphite is barely taking any damage. 7k goal lead up now. Things are looking grim for JAV, and Jonas catches Harry in the jungle. Harry has to ult away. The item gap is once again getting bigger and bigger on the side of Team KNK. Items completed left and right. Blade of the Ruined King just purchased from the side of Jonas. Nash's Tooth on the Dinos. Balmy Cinder as well. They are just leading in all aspects. Pay attention to Oops. Katarina though, she's trying to go for the Malphite. Do they want to gank this Malphite though? The Malphite is pretty tanky. He still has the ultimate up. Sean Duke going for the bait. Karina coming from the far side. Do they have the damage? Malphite, he's backing off. They can't do it. There's just not enough damage. Meanwhile, ultimate cooldowns. They're up for everyone except for Harry, who had to ult away from Jonas in the earlier fight skirmish in the jungle. Herald is up right now, and Harry is taking it. Would Team KNK want to contest him there? Would they want to take a fight, or would they want to shove for more? Dragon is up in a minute and a half as well. This again would be an early soul point for Team KNK if they get this. Team JAV, I feel like they have no choice. They have to fight this because they can't afford to fight a soul point where it just could be the end of the game. Objective finding claim. Herald is picked up by Harry. But Dragon is spawning soon. Team JAV, they have no vision on the bot side of the map. It's completely pitch black for them. Team KNK setting it up perfectly. They want to get this early soul point. They want to accelerate the game. They don't want to give Team JV any hopes of comeback. Katarina caught. The root lands. The Jim W misses, but it doesn't matter. Carmen Charles gets the kill unstoppable. 5-1 and 5. Herald plays in the top lane though. Do they want to dive this Malphite? The Malphite is very tanky, but the Wally Bear can shut down the tower. He does not opt to hit the Ida Herald, but then Jonas is here. The ult on the 2. The double knockup. Sean is down. That's godlike for Jonas. Wally Bear, can he trade one back? No. The flash is good from the side of Taj. The Q lands. The seismic shard. That's 2 kills now. Moonfall coming in, only gets 1. Exhausted, doesn't do much damage. She doesn't get a kill yet. Ivan tried to fight, but then no. Henry gets a kill. Charles is still alive. 4 for nothing. 5 for nothing. Clean ace for Team KNK, and that's soul point for Team KNK. Top and bottom, they win both fights, not losing a single member. Clean ace across the map. 8,000, 9,000 gold lead up. All outer towers have fallen. 3 dragons on the side of Team KNK. 19 minutes in. They are on the driver's seat. They are looking to close this 2-0. And Team JAV, they have called for the surrender. That's the series. That's the game. Team KNK are your Avue 2022 champions. Whew. God. Okay.
Well, congratulations, Team KNK, on winning the second round, winning the whole championship. How do you feel? How do you guys feel? Come on.
Woo! I just want to say a
Inshallah.
huge well played to the team.
What about your any post? I mean pre. I noticed that your pre planning. You had to do a lot of pre planning. Did some of them work out? Did all of them work out?
We
It
picked
went
Diana
according
before
to plan
Yasuo.
exactly. It went all according to plan. Like we had thought about it for like we had talked about it for like hours and hours. Like we'd been talking for like weeks about how to like get this prepared, this draft going, and then it just came down to it at the end of the day. And we're just really pleased with the outcome. So nothing more we can say about that.
So who was the mastermind? Who was the mastermind behind the crazy drafts?
I would like to say myself, but obviously I got to give credit where credit is due. It was definitely Charles.
Charles
and,
Chan YT.
But there's Jonas,
Yeah,
AD,
Charles.
Shyvana.
The Jonas
when it came down to
Shyvana.
performances, though, yeah, definitely Jonas, definitely the MVP of our team. This split.
MVP
Definitely.
again for this match. The bottom at the bot lane with the double kill, the clutch double kill. That was
Actually
insane.
insane.
Yeah.
What were your feelings after that double kill? Because when I watched it, I was speechless.
Now.
Felt nice. Yeah, that's it.
You felt. Well, nice. What do
I
you?
mean,
what
we're
do you
just really soaking in the win right now. We're just really soaking in the win.
Shyvana. I just auto them to death. That's it.
You know, it's
That
such a
was
big win
that
for us.
was a
Really
good
hasn't
comeback.
set in yet, so we're gonna be like thinking about this all day, all night in the coming few days. You know, it's just started to sink in now. What an epic victory this has been for us.
Let that sink in.
Was definitely an epic victory. You know, both games you kind of stopped them, but what do you think could have done better, or do you think you guys played absolutely perfectly?
Not
needs to
lose
do
to
more
Han
damage.
Solo Bolo.
I need to be able to land my Qs when I'm diving top.
And we need to not let Sean get away with 1 HP 2 games in a row, level 3.
Or we almost let 2 1 HP targets get away. Because
They didn't get away though. They didn't get away. They didn't get away.
No, we had to Jin ult. We had to Jin
Your
ult
mom,
because...
your mom.
Well,
There
I
were
think our
definitely a
jungler's
lot of
been
funny
too polite.
accidents. A jungle a
Yeah.
bit too polite, giving a kill in mid lane to the enemy mid laner. That was a very questionable,
It was worth.
but
It
he
was
redeemed
about-
himself in the end.
We miscalculated. Thought we had enough damage.
He's
Well,
trying to
that's fine, you
prevent him
won the game at the
whooping when he
last.
goes
One
back
auto
to
hit.
his family.
Dude, everyone smurfed though. That was like that
Mm.
Smurf moment for everyone.
I don't
that's
think
for
I did
sure.
much. My team straight up carried me.
No, I think
was
I
insane.
do want to pay respect to the other team. They definitely played the best they could given their circumstances, and I just want to give credit to them for playing their heart out.
That is true.
Yeah.
Wow, so wholesome.
Definitely with a few tired members and a sick member, they definitely played the best they could. Best wishes to them. Well, thank you guys, and congratulations for winning to the
Thank you.
league
Let's go,
championship.
guys.
At least,
Woo!
Let's go.
well, any of you
Coming from
looking
the
forward to
caster-
the other events? The Val event and the
Definitely.
CS?
Mhm.
Definitely. Well,
What's
we
the
might not be
deal
the
with
same
this?
team, but like I feel like the competitiveness going into the other games is going to be as strong as it was today, and we're just going to have a good time all around in the next series.
We'll see you in the next series. I'm going to say good luck to you guys on the next series. And thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.
Set this anywhere. The woman killer. Okay.
My superhero? My superhero?
Okay, my guy.
Super idol? My superhero? Inshallah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait,
Oh.
you're actually insane. Wait, you're actually crazy. You're actually crazy.
Okay. Okay. That's your
Way
moment.
more than I thought he would be. And there's actually a solo kill on the top side. And actually, he's turning it around. He's turning it 1v3. He's turning it 1v3. Actually, an impressive play from Harry. So all around, just a huge win from everybody on the side of Team ELB.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Shit!
Oh!
One A, B, sorry.
Oh, but he does get D, and that's a massive pick. Does he get more? He gets 2! Stuck in the corner. Gilgamesh out of nowhere being the hero of this round.
Hello. Low, here low. Nice! Oh my.
One enemy remaining. My ult's ready.
Carl's behind you.